goodness. A third of a rock for...
That would make sense why I did curl.
Well, we got to not kill that. It's got to just be in the catch zone.
I mean, my gut is like hack to board and just roll 3 feet. 2 feet.
Yeah? Yeah, I think it's probably just hack.
You're always touching the 6.
I don't know that this leaves the 4 foot with hack.
Really good spots for Mouat.
I think John's in a situation where he needs to send one of the right guards back.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, and it's dead nose and just, it's going to go spinning. This actually might catch two and just leak back.
I think it does.
Okay, so it might, close to dead.
Hammer something.
Extra focus of the players, because sometimes you just couldn't hear yourself thinking, and we needed to like use signs and show what we meant instead of just shouting out a number or like play this hit and roll kind of thing. We had to show everything, so that added another level, I guess, to our game. After that, we've been a little better when the crowd is loud or when you can't hear as well.
Johnson on this one here.
Can't hear yet for line ever.
No, they like line. Now does it have the speed? They like the line. Does it have the speed? They're going hard for line. You have to get by this top yellow. Trevor Johnson leaning on it. He's by it. Now does it stop in time? Has to stop in time. What a shot from Ryland Kleider. We thought it was maybe the hardest option up from the booth, but that's why we're not down there.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Last drop, 8th in. From the tie to Isabel Brano. Two remain. Undefeated Brett.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back inside the Sleeman Center here in Guelph, Ontario, home of the 4th event on the Grand Slam of Curling calendar, the WFG Masters. It is semifinals Saturday night. We've got a men's semifinal clash between Team Bruce Mouat and Team Brad Jacobs. John Cullen here with you, and pleased to be joined by 2018 Olympic gold medalist Tyler George. And Tyler, what more could you want? A nearly full house here at the Sleeman Center. Two of the top teams in the world facing each other. A rematch of the last Slam final. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I think these are the two best teams in the world right now, John. With the way Team Jacobs is playing, nobody's questioning Bruce's spot atop the pile where we're at right now, but Brad Jacobs has been consistent throughout the Slam season, obviously made that last final, losing to Bruce, but this is the game you want to see. These are the two best teams in the field right now. Nothing against Dunstone and White on the opposite side, obviously earn their way through, but just if you're looking at results and from what we've seen too, I mean, with the eye test, you're watching these games, the most consistently strong teams on tour right now.
Yeah, no question. Coming into this, Bruce Mouat #1 in the world with a bullet, but Brad Jacobs not too far behind, world #6, and both of them have had similarly great seasons. Obviously, Bruce Mouat on record for a historical season, 5 wins so far, including 3 slams, has only failed to make the final in 2 tournaments all season long, has not found his way out of the playoff picture at any tournament this season. For Brad Jacobs, they also have a win. They won that Penticton event, which is as close to a slam field as you can get. They also made the finals, as we said, at the Coyote National in St. John's. They made the finals in Swift Current. So, as you said, on current form, probably 2 of the, if not the 2 best teams in the world right now. And I expect a lot of aggressive play, and it should be a treat, a feast for the eyes.
And both teams wasting no time going to the guards. Center guard for Mouat, corner guard for Jacobs.
Yeah, Brad Jacobs will be starting with the hammer by virtue of their perfect record so far, 5-0. We saw them defeat Mark Muscadovitz this morning, who they selected in the first ever GSOC playoff draft. Bruce Mouat picking up a rare loss in the round robin. He's only lost 2 games at a slam all year. Lost to Nicholas Adine in the round robin. So he's coming into this one with a 4-1 record, which means that Brad Jacobs gets the hammer to start. And, you know, against a team like Bruce Mouat, sometimes just something as simple as starting with the hammer makes you feel like you've got at least a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, you need every little edge you can get against Bruce right now. Odd to see even one loss in the column for Bruce in any event. He might be back 4, back 8. Was beaten by Nicholas Adine in the round robin, a rematch of the 2022 Olympic final.
Right on the nose.
Yeah, Bruce up to 9 career slams now, which is more than Brad Jacobs has. And Bruce Mouat 9 years younger than Brad. So very impressive what they've been able to do, adding those 3 more slams to their trophy case. They also have the career Grand Slam. Obviously, they still have a little bit of a ways to go to catch Mark, who has 17 Grand Slam titles to his name.
Top 12. Go ahead. Go ahead for line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
So the draw around made for Hammy. Ben Hebert trying to follow. This looks a little light. Gallant and Kennedy trying to drag it. That is going to just rub the guard. It's not a horrible spot for it, though.
Hacker 12.
It does spin in a little bit, too.
Dead hot.
Some space to get inside. And a broken record on this, but Mouat, his squad, so good at these in-between weights, trying to get rolls underneath cover. The hardest shot in curling. They make it consistently.
That will be a chance for Bruce Mouat to make history if they win this slam. They'll be the first team ever to win 4 slams in a row. And if you remember back, Tyler, I believe you were still curling competitively in the days of the Pinty's Cup, where if you won every slam in a calendar year, you're going to be given $1 million. No team was able to do that, but unfortunately for Bruce, that bonus doesn't exist anymore. But
play this on the nose.
They could be the first team to ever win all 5 of them in a year, which would be incredible.
I like Peel.
Brett, get on the line, pal.
So we're going to see a run back attempt at the triple here for Brett Gallant.
Flag it up.
Can throw the big weight as well as anybody on tour.
And Brett trying to get all three of these moving here.
Whoa, curl.
Nice smooth release there.
Curl, whoa, curl, 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 curl. Very nice.
Kennedy tries to bring that one over and does, so they get rid of two. Bruce Mouat still lying shot in the back of the button. This Bruce Mouat team out of Stirling, Scotland. Skip is Bruce Mouat. Third is Grant Hardy. Second is Bobby Lammy. And the lead is Hammy McMillan Jr.
Half out Hammy side anyway. It's okay.
Just trying to replace going around top 4 foot.
Yeah, I thought there.
Maybe top 8.
Line's great.
We're really not bad for weight. We're good weight.
Line's good.
Yep.
Line's good.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Gotta go.
Curl
Top
back.
12, top 8.
15-6.
You're at 15-6, which should be a little shy of where they wanted it, and indeed it is, just full 12.
Sorry, I missed that one. You ever like tried something here?
Go tell him, Ben. I like this.
Oof, just waiting on that sneeze for like 30 seconds. Yikes.
Not a great feeling.
Oh.
Just this. Yeah.
All right.
So they're talking about maybe chasing the redstone in the house, but they're going to play the short run instead. This is the Team Jacobs rink out of Calgary, Alberta. Brad Jacobs at skip, Mark Kennedy at third, Brett Gallant at second, and Ben Hebert at lead.
A short run here for Brett. Like to stick this one, so they're not going to throw it as hard as they threw the previous.
Yep.
Weight's good, little down.
Yep. 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 Hard, Ben.
I kind of
You
want
gotta go hard.
to be honest.
Hard.
Ben Hebert trying to hold this one straight. Does it move the red far
Go,
enough?
go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Keep going, Betty. Keep going.
Ben
Kind of
Hebert
like the
trying to get it to go. Did it spin out at the end? It might have.
Big spin. It looked like that was staying on the paint.
Yeah, it did. It looks like it did spin out. So good sweep there from Ben Hebert. Always hate that as a sweeper. You got to pound it all the way, and then you got to go sweep the red one out of the house too. No rest for the weary, or the wicked, depending on how you prefer that idiom.
Cup was there. Okay, you got it. Line's good.
Line's great.
Line's good.
The opposite side this time now.
Hard, Ben. Line's good.
Team Mouat as that guard rolled just a little bit farther to cut that court down.
Yeah.
Line's good.
All the way.
And
All the way for
you got some fresh stuff, but yeah.
Get this to the 8 foot.
definitely
if
go
they
Over
can.
you,
Curl.
Ben. Over you.
Curl.
Sure.
No think so, no.
Good result.
14-9.
Very much more than that. Just leave the number 1
Try to get
counter
that
wide
double.
open.
Just a hair high.
So we'll have to chase the run back again here. Will Team Jacobs. Mark Kennedy will take a turn here.
Slightly different. Good.
Mouat doing what they do best, keeping opponents chasing.
That doesn't take much. You have a miss or a half miss against them, and it's very hard to get yourself established in an end.
Whoa.
1, 2. Very nice from Mark Kennedy. Great run back. He's made so many of those over the years and makes another one there. Jacobs lies one.
Yeah, even
And Marcus came to play tonight.
Porter out.
Big shot early in the game.
Hot.
Get themselves out of a little bit of trouble.
Again, boys, like 11.
That's what you expect really there, John. That they're going to make one of those.
Grant Hardy will try the hit and roll now. Still a few guards up that Mouat can make use of.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Straight.
Hard, Bob.
That's perfectly rolled.
Bub.
Yeah, perfectly rolled there by Grant Hardy. I would say, Tyler, this is my third Team Mouat game this week so far, and having watched them across all the slams this year, this is the most vulnerable I think they've been this season, and that's still, that's not saying much because they're extremely good and still playing very good, but we saw Nicholas Adine beat them, and they've been in some close games and, just haven't been as precise as we're used to seeing. So we'll see how they look here tonight, but I would say Team Jacobs probably been paying attention to that, coming in here 5-0, maybe feeling like this could be their best chance to get a win over Bruce this year.
And that shot you saw Kennedy make, you're going to have to make those types of shots to be in this game with Bruce, because he's certainly going to make them back on you.
Yep, no question about it. Mark Kennedy chasing this one through the hole. He's through. Now, can you roll behind the corner?
You're good there. Beauty there.
Lovely shot from Mark Kennedy. And it's just the switching gears, Tyler. You know, you go from making that run back double to making the soft weight chase and roll behind the guard. It's tougher to do than people think.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the first one's a great shot. The second one is the one that really makes you feel good about how you're throwing it and that you have a good feel for the conditions. Those soft weight shots, if you can make one early in the game, that precise, that's the one that gives you confidence. Like, okay, I got the speed, I got the line, feeling good.
We do have all 4 semifinals available for you here on Home Team. Unjung Kim facing off against Rachel Homan. We have that being covered by our compadres, Brent Lang and Chelsea Carey. Beside them, it's the other men's semifinal, Matt Dunstone against Ross White. And directly in front of us in the broadcast booth, it's an all-Swedish battle. Isabella Vrano versus Anna Hasselborg. As Bruce Mouat readies for a run-back double of his own here.
Yep.
Andy McMillan on this out of the hand, trying to hold it, and Bruce drives it by.
That's fine.
A little opening here for Jacobs now.
Yeah, you don't see Bruce miss those too often. You talked about that earlier, Tyler, and that's what I was talking about. Just that little vulnerability this week. I don't know if it's the ice surface just not exactly agreeing with them or just having that break over Christmas, but yeah, they just haven't been as fine-tuned as we have seen them. And Bruce drives that one by, and now, like you said, Tyler, great chance here for Team Jacobs.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do in order to have a chance to beat Bruce. Again, I mean, we're giving you the blueprint, but it's not a great one. But you have to have him chasing, because eventually they're going to miss one of those shots, and Bruce missed the run on this one.
I had you just outside it.
So rock placement really important here. You can't leave a double. So I'd like to get this probably just top 8 under cover. If it's any deeper than that, then they're probably going to go all the way to the button. But even up with the stone inside of the 12-foot would be ideal.
First rock here for Brad Jacobs, first end.
Little bit of room. Line's
really good.
Line's not bad.
Curl a bit.
Needs to curl.
Got to curl a bit.
Needs to curl. Curl, Brad. Yep.
Glenn Hebert trying to lean on it to finish.
Good sweep, guys.
That's almost, not a bad spot. It is almost wide open, but it's pretty much dead even with that other yellow. No double there for Bruce.
They were calling a little heavy.
Yeah, Bruce is always playing the roll anyways, so really don't gain a lot by burying. If Bruce makes the roll, now they can use that yellow stone if it rolls behind it. So smart play there by Jacobs, as opposed to just burying that stone, leaving the spot they can use.
Slide control.
Okay. I think we're either being ready for this or this.
Yeah, throwing it harder to have a flatter roll. So
I'll throw a 10, I think. I think the ice for 10.
Okay.
So 10 the weight, so playing control. A little deeper roll.
Last rock for Bruce Mouat.
Yep.
Needs a hit and roll, and again, Hammy McMillan on this right out of the hand.
Yep, whoa. Yes, yep. Whoa, yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Split line, Hammy, split line. Whoa. Good shot.
That'll do it. Perfect roll again.
Yeah, very good shot from Bruce Mouat. And now we'll see if Brad Jacobs decides to use the stone he just threw or if he wants to run the center one.
I think it's tough to get two playing
More guarantee of the score.
I agree. You'd have to play very delicate weight on it. I'd be tempted to try the middle one.
Yeah.
Brad likes this.
It's there, but just barely. You can't play a ton of weight. It's got to be like board. Maybe solid board.
Yeah.
Yeah, thick half is beautiful.
Yeah, if we put
Hey, Mark,
another stone
thick
this way,
half.
force them to
Yep, that does it.
Yeah. What are you waiting at?
So you heard Brad say thick half. Gonna throw probably board to heavy board here. Short run back 4-2. Would be a great opening for the Canadians if they can get it. Final stone.
Easy.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Girl.
Clean.
Real close here.
Clean.
Clean.
Curl. Curl.
Straight.
Clean. Clean. Straight.
Red one.
Gotta go on this. You gotta go on this. Does it go
Great
far
shot.
enough? Yes, it does.
Oh, is that good from Brad?
Lovely touch from Brad Jacobs. Great sweep from Gallant and Hebert. Line call perfect from Kennedy. They will put 2 on the board.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are, and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casually.
Tyler George, that is pretty much the dream start for Brad Jacobs. Putting 2 on the board.
Brad has been a machine in the first end of his last few games, too. Playing Nicholas Sedin in the final round robin game, stole 5 in the first end. Then in the quarterfinals, takes 4 on Moskowitz. And now a deuce, just a lowly 2.
A lowly 2 against Bruce. 2 sometimes feels like 4.
Line's good.
We talked about this earlier this week, but Bruce's
Line's great.
force efficiency is incredibly high.
Line's great.
Tends to
Line's great.
hold teams to 1 a good majority of the time, over 70% force efficiency. So it is not it is not easy to generate a deuce against Bruce. Normally, if you're in the 50s, that's a good force efficiency. So the fact that Bruce is operating at such a high level is really impressive. We'll see what they can do here with the hammer in the second end.
Line's okay. Curl if you can.
Just pass your brush.
And now Jacobs
15-7.
can try to continue to dictate the action, too.
Okay.
Bruce is going to have to play a little more aggressive.
Looks like it. Full 12.
Got corner guard up for Bruce. We'll see Ben Hebert throw the center guard now, I believe.
Less. Got like tight.
Oh no, they are going in. We have seen Jacobs use this strategy.
A little bit of room.
Run it, Pew.
Yeah, pretty consistently throughout this season. We've seen it.
No, it's not.
Not.
Definitely need some curl, Brett. It's all you. Definitely curl it if you can. Yep.
Oh, my
That
one.
is so obvious. Those 2 rocks.
Sure.
Good throws, Ben.
So yeah, they do think that rock of Ben's is a little bit straighter.
Okay, so the 8. Right. Yeah. That is obvious.
You can see he didn't just quite get that finish to the center line they were hoping for.
Line on, Hammy.
Line's good.
Yeah. Top 12.
Sure.
Curl. Yeah. Curl.
Top 12.
Got a 15-5.
Keep it going, Bob. We're getting it close.
Get this all the way to the paint or
Keep it
on
going.
the corner guard.
All the way.
Just enough.
Sure.
15-2-5.
Can you ever chase that? Top, eh? I think we're trying it. We're just, I might even be playing that. 12 and a half.
Okay, so they're going to tick the corner guard here.
Speed's reasonable here, Brett.
Don't usually see this strategy used too often in this situation. What would be the reasoning why Brad would be trying to tick the corner here?
I must think Brett's got a really good feel, and there's not a lot you can do coming around. They don't feel that they can dig that stone out very easily. And if it does hang a little bit, then you can still play that. But
Wait's good.
it's a really precise shot.
Wait's good.
It's one you don't call unless you really feel like your second's throwing it good.
Got it.
And Hebert has been on this right out of the hand.
Whoa!
Looks like they're close. Oh.
Actually, just barely touches. Doesn't really
Barely
do
touched the corner guard and then goes by the back red. So maybe a little bit of a missed sweeping call there as Brad called Ben off around the hog line. Thought they had a piece of it and maybe it just straightened out. I don't know, but it's unfortunate miss there for Brett Gallant. Seemed like a made shot to me, just
Control.
didn't quite get there with the sweeping.
10's good, yep.
Should be enough, is it? Is that enough ice?
Nice weight, Brett.
Yeah.
Really, if you're anywhere in the area, you're almost assuredly getting one or the other. But that's the one spot that you can hit and not get either shot.
Yep.
Well
Just
done.
airing that
Yep.
high guard.
10-5. Hard. 10-5.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Yes.
Clean. Clean.
I don't know if they would have loved that.
Pushes that underneath the corner.
Well, we know he's going here. Like, I don't know.
Brad doesn't
Just
like
this, I guess.
leaving that open.
Roll for a third shot, guys.
10 and a half.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice, I don't think, with Mouat lying second and third. I think you just have to hit this one.
Yeah, he knows that Bruce is probably playing the freeze, but I don't think he feels he has a choice anyways.
Clean. Well,
Little extra weight.
curl. Curl. Curl.
Yeah.
Curl. Well, yep, curl still. Roll.
Yeah, or freeze. Depends who's second, I
On
think.
the nose. Bruce is still second shot.
Yeah, or freeze.
Whatever you like. Don't mind this first. We're second.
See Hammies.
Yeah, that was, again, a bit of a... Bit of an unforced error there, too, to not get that little roll in. I mean, Bruceby's second shot gives him some options here.
That ice for the freeze?
15-2-5.
15-2. Yeah,
We heard Bruce say
15-5.
15-2-5. That rock's basically on the tee line, so that gives you a sense of how quick this ice is. Another great surface here from Mark Shirk and his ice-making crew at the Grand Slams.
Clean.
Light only.
Clean.
T.
One.
This looks a little heavy to me.
Back four. Back eight.
Where are you?
This is really heavy.
Going all the way by.
Okay, that's fine.
Sits for second count behind it.
14.
So you're right, they wanted 15-2-5. Bobby Lemmy throwing a 14.
I think this is the call.
14 ball.
So it's like back four.
14.
I had a 14-2 on this.
Back 4 depth. Back 8 depth.
Still a little bit of an unorthodox end here, Tyler. Just with these few little misses here, you wouldn't normally think of the team up 2 without the hammer being, you know, playing a freeze to a rock in the back 12, but that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, unorthodox for sure, but I don't really know what else Brad would do here.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like the call. It's just a strange situation.
You could always play the dig too, but I mean, you'd never want to touch your own, so probably smarter just to play freeze instead.
Clean. Curl, clean. Oh. 6 inches. You can curl it, Brett. Go ahead. Yep.
It's all there.
Yep.
You don't want to move it too far.
Pretty good shot.
That's a very nice touch from Mark Kennedy.
Still think it's here?
3 for 3 so far tonight.
Your heavy will come here.
Good sweep, guys. Sorry, a little heavy. Wasn't going to make you guys sweep that the whole way. What's this play? Yeah, what's this play?
That was there.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Brad Hardy trying to follow down on the same track.
Please.
This would be a couple rocks quicker for mine.
Close.
2 different freezes they can make.
Clean. Line. Yep. Line. Hard. Clean.
A little time.
Clean.
They're going to freeze the top one here.
Bounces a little bit, but a couple places to jam.
Any chance I can make a double there?
Yes, you can see there's probably about
hit what I can
half open, maybe a little more open, or sorry, a little less open for Mark in the left-hander's half.
Let me take a quick peek. I just had.
It's going to come down and take a look here.
Mark was asking if he could make the double, but
Just knew I'd give you on its own again.
really, really risky if you ever off a little bit on it.
No, it's.
How do you kill it? You can kill it off this, but I don't know if you can throw enough weight to make that shot.
No, you can't see enough.
I think you're just going here. What if you bumped that a hair?
Tough to get to know. He cares that 7 was bumped weight.
He did. So it's like T-line and trying to get to do that.
Yep.
I guess we got to be careful how much we bump it, because he might have an around the horn
I
thing.
didn't overly throw it again, though. I didn't overly throw it, so I knew it was going to finish.
It is a nose hit.
Which way do you see the 7 going?
I'll play with them.
On the high side of the 4?
I can also leave
Right there. Yeah.
You're more than likely.
No.
Do we not like the freeze tap?
Seem a little paralyzed here to Team Jacobs. It's not an obvious option here.
Yeah, the Red Rock is really in a bad spot for them with where these yellows are located. So
I don't want to take too much more time.
Yeah,
Okay, you like
already
that, Mark?
4 minutes behind Bruce Mouat, who plays faster than almost
Bruce.
anybody.
I don't know, man.
Brad Jacobs may be asking Bruce's advice here.
It looks like it's well, nose is darn close. It's like a millimeter high, but nose is
Help me out with the line call.
nose is close. Let's make it.
So they are going to try to run 2 reds back onto that red shot stone. You hit it right, you can probably get rid of 2 of the reds, maybe even 3. So
this is
scary.
Yeah, very delicate shot.
Yep.
Mark Kennedy's second here.
Still hard.
And they miss everything.
Yep. Whoa.
Part of the scary part.
A little curl.
Aye, you could like 4.
Hit that red one hard enough, Tyler, to spin onto that back row too.
No.
A little front, maybe.
Yeah, hard to know. Now Grant Hardy going to come down and take a peek.
Thinking we can lie 4 out of it?
Not
quite.
sure. I mean, it's going to move to close.
Doesn't look like that.
Yeah. Or you could just split the rings for now. I mean, he's still having to play this. I don't think he can play anything here still.
Maybe 4 if you shoot.
No, it's too risky for him to play on that.
Yeah, so.
And the red back into the 2 yellows.
Yeah.
He's just going to be splitting rings.
Like here.
Does he freeze?
Huh?
Does he freeze that?
I think
well, sit half out, it's okay.
Sorry,
I don't think he freezes.
camera truss moving here as the Sportsnet around the rings coverage is switching from house to house.
Mark, I get it. It's all good.
It looked like he could get by.
Yeah, I know. It's hard when
come on,
it's
guys.
sideways.
We don't want to get our Dramamine out here.
That doesn't happen too often, so I would anticipate that that'll slow down a little bit.
Of course, they're going all the way to the end sheet, too.
Yeah, of course.
So it might be the same double I just threw.
So hopefully that
right?
cheap D game stays interesting for a while. So it doesn't move again.
Agreed.
It's like they're moving over to our game here.
Might be coming up in the booth. So the safe shot here. Grant Hardy just playing the outturn draw to even up.
Line's okay.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Well, you're always
Line's
likely
good.
to have that situation over there,
Line's
right?
good.
And you've got
Line's
these
good.
staggered
Way
kind of
only.
corner guards here.
Way only.
Clean.
So I don't mind this call at all.
Way only.
You
No,
didn't
no,
slow
keep it
down.
toasty, Hammy.
Okay, that's fine.
Just a hair heavy from Grant Hardy that'll settle in.
Well,
at
we could
back
chase
tee.
this and roll, right? He might be playing
Stopped
something
right on
pretty
tee. It
aggressive.
looked like it
though.
was
What if
gonna
we
keep
just go
going.
here? That's probably the place.
Okay, I'm just. So okay. What's his aggressive play though?
Well, he might play something off of this to get the lay 5.
Well, you're only going to be rolling here.
I don't think you'd like him to lay 5 if you can help it.
Generally bad.
I don't hate your call, but
With only
we
3
do
rocks
plays
to
if
come,
we can.
that's very bad. Right. That's 3 total rocks, only 1 more. than
Right there.
What's your weight here?
12 and a half.
Okay.
Let me see.
less than
Like
You like that?
Alright.
It's close. You like that ice with 12 and a half? Hit and roll, like back button.
Holding them back.
Just trying to roll this a little bit middle.
Or we hitting and rolling on top of the
Set something up for his last.
Clean! Clean!
Yep, well,
Yep!
yep,
Yep!
yep,
Hard!
hard,
Hard!
yep.
Hard! 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 Whoa! Curl if you can.
Good.
Just gets by that corner guard, digs out that red.
Good sweep.
Team Jacobs line 1.
Just
Half,
have to
I think
make
just half
sure.
out again.
Okay. Just make sure we get our 2.
Bruce can get the roll underneath here.
11-5 or
Not sure what Brad will do with the other stone.
have to make sure we lie short still.
They won't be able to chase this one.
In front of the 2
It'll
yellows.
be risky no matter what they decide here.
I feel like maximum he would have is like a shot off of that.
Yeah, means he plays something at least.
But it is.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's slightly off as well, it gives us something. Yeah. Try and get half under here then. Yeah.
Kind of watched how Grant's ran. 14.
First rock here for Bruce Mouat in the second end, looking for a hit and roll.
Yep.
Trying to cross this and
Clean.
roll under the
Clean.
corner.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. 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 Ball
Bobby
really
Lammy
go.
leaning on
Really
it
hard.
here. They
Really
don't want
hard.
to lose it. Does it roll too far?
It's okay.
Oh, it does. That actually rolls to 4th shot.
So we are second.
So that's a huge break for Brad Jacobs. Yeah, Bruce Mouat has not made a complete shot yet.
I think you're.
It's been all
here,
half
Brad.
shots
You
from
bet.
Bruce so
Here's not.
far.
You're probably not shot.
You bet. We want to be just shot as buried as possible.
So this is just them saying that they're
14-6, 14-7.
happy giving Bruce 2.
Pretty much, yeah. You can get shot rock on this line, but you probably
Sorry,
have
where
to
do you like
show
it
a little
here?
piece to do it.
I'd say a little more. Well,
Last rock for Brad Jacobs.
I think you can be patient.
Line's good.
Second end.
Well then.
Rip.
Line's good, guys.
Little bit of rub.
Right on my broom here.
Would like to see
Trying to shrink the scoring area for Bruce Mouat as much as possible. Maybe get shot.
Got to curl a bit.
Curl that.
He wants to bury him
Curl that.
out
Curl it.
He'll still be shot rock.
It's pretty good.
Not too bad.
Forces a chase out of Bruce. Bruce should be able to see a good piece of this from the rack. Yeah, you can see there. You can see almost 3/4 of it. That does make Bruce earn it here as opposed to coming up maybe a little short and giving him a draw.
Yeah. Well, hair light. Yeah. 12 seconds instead.
Jacobs did stay away from the big end too, John. I don't think he's too unhappy with giving Bruce 2 if they do get it with how that end is mapping out.
Yeah, totally. There's a lot of reds hanging around. You can see 7 rocks in the house right now. Final stone for Bruce Mouat, hoping that the 2 that count belong to him.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Carve.
Hammy McMillan really trying to bring this one over.
Really gotta go,
This has got a girl
Really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Starting to dance. See where the shooter goes.
Is it going to go too far? Nope, it will stop in time. But again, not exactly the sharpness from Bruce there. So we'll see what happens as we move forward. But it is 2-2. Jacobs will have the hammer when we come back.
Peace of mind, confidence, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial education. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to make choices that fit their goals. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
There's a place where the world's best curling not only lives, it rocks. Download the new Grand Slam of Curling app and live stream all the action. Get exclusive content, stats, merch, and more. Let's rock.
As you said, Tyler, for Brad Jacobs, one of those strange ends where you give up 2, but you don't feel too bad about it, as there was some pressure mounting from Bruce Mouat, but a little bit of a blink on his first one, and he will settle for 2.
Yeah, it almost felt like a force with the way the end was shaping up. Still tied up with Hammer now playing the 3rd. And they did have a chance, John, if they wanted to play more aggressive on Mouat's side, to try to clear both of those yellows too, but just felt that the risk reward wasn't there, and that the 2 was pretty sure if you play that out, turn draw to the opposite side.
Indeed, that was the way it played out, so
Yeah, he's right. Mark, can you,
we are once again going to see a similar start to the first end. Bruce Mouat with the center guard up, and
go ahead if we're not in.
then Hebert will throw the corner.
Yeah, that's really showing. Good throw, Ben.
Tight corner guard there from Hebert. We are talking a lot about those rocks, John.
Yeah, they definitely don't seem to like Ben's set here. Trying to figure out how best to manage it. I don't know if it seemed like he started with at least one straight rock. Maybe he's also picked up another rock from someone on the team. I don't know, but yeah, definitely there seems to be some conversations about how best to manage them.
Line's really good.
And very nice shot there from Hammy McMillan into the top 12.
We're top 4 depth.
Huh? You did.
Good pair again from Junior. Similar starts to the end once again now with Hebert trying to go underneath the corner guard.
Wait's good, guys. Wait's good.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a bit of a tight court here. Not super easy to navigate, but Hebert does it just fine.
That's a beauty from Benny.
Too bad he wasn't steering the ship back in 1914.
It was the same throw as your last one down here, Bob.
Or 1911 Titanic?
I think so.
I wasn't sure where we were going there.
1911.
I got it now.
Shot.
My dates mixed up always.
Yeah, how could
1912.
How could you not know that, John?
I know.
It's just embarrassing.
Sad, and I'm just such a huge fan of Billy Zane.
Oh, we've room. Not bad though.
What a great villain.
Oh,
my
the best. You just take one look at that guy's face and you go, he's not for me.
Yeah, try and carve this all the way. Split line, please. Split line. Clean now, clean. Yeah, not bad. 14-1.
So Mouat lying 1, drawing around everything there was Bobby Lammy, a little heavy.
12 and a half.
I'm better. Yeah, sorry. Good throw.
So the chase is on now for Brett Gallant with his first.
Oh yeah.
Brett hoping to become a 2-time Olympian in March when he heads to the World Mixed Doubles Championships.
Yeah, an odd situation for Brett, obviously, with
Weight's good. Clean.
the joy of winning the trials,
Yep. Well,
but still have to win your country's spot into the Olympic Games by virtue of finish at the World Mixed Doubles Championship. The good thing for Brett is he's the one that gets to play for it.
Yes, exactly. That's part of the reason why Canada changed their trial system is, unfortunately for Brett, that didn't quite get enough of that red Mouat stone. And now Bruce Mouat's lying 2. There are 2 lemons hanging around in the rings, though. But yes, they will head to Fredericton. Kadriana and Colton Lott represented Canada last year and made the quarterfinals. For those of you who don't know, you get a certain number of points based on your finish. The higher you finish, the more points you get. And it's a combination of 2 years at the World Mixed Doubles, and a certain number of points gets you in. The only team guaranteed a spot right now is Italy as the hosts. And so for Brett and Joss, they will have to go to Fredericton, and likely with the way the points shake out, will have to make at least the quarterfinals. So quite a bit of pressure, but if they do that, then both of them will become 2-time Olympians as they were at the Olympics together in 2022.
Whoa then, whoa.
We're just top 4. We're top 4, we're not 2. We're just fully
clean.
Yep. Wait, hard weight. Good shot, Bob.
That's a really good spot there from Bobby Lammy. Mouat lies 3.
Well placed, right to the top of the 8-foot.
You got to be running.
Now Mouat back where they're comfortable too, keeping their opponents chasing.
Yeah, hasn't been the. I mean, it was a pretty good start to the end from Ben Hebert, but just that one miss from Brett Gallant, and it's funny how quickly it can turn against Mouat. So this is you're needing to get rid of at least one of these reds here if you're Brett Gallant.
No. Yellow.
Ooh, just misses the back one. That's nice. Luckily does lose the one he ran back, though, past the 2 yellows. So Jacob's lying 3-4 still.
Drop, Brett. Real good.
I don't think so. I don't want to make the run triple. Yeah, same shot.
Roll the red to a good spot, too.
So Bruce able to just replace once again, go around the guard. Now it is Team Jacob's guard, so when he run back, they can play the stick as opposed to having to roll it out as well.
Line's good.
Run. Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's perfect.
Clean, get this back to top 8 buried. Perfect line. It's well done again.
14-8.
Yeah, maybe a shade deeper than they would have liked, but still pretty good.
It's pretty good. Is it not?
So you can see there from that angle. I mean, Brett Gallant can't see much of that from the hack.
Just enough to kill it. What you
sorry,
like
Mark
run?
Kennedy.
I think so. Okay, just really long. All right.
Well, it's the best result.
I agree. It's a long guard. It's a really tough run back, but I don't think Mark can see a ton of this from the hack. He's in the left-hander's hack, so you can probably see a little bit more than we can. but prefers the run. We have seen him make one of these already this game.
Yep, big one here for Mark again. To get his team out of trouble.
Girl. You want to tell him you can't poke the back of the stone too
Get up just a little bit.
Oh, drives it by everything.
Fine if he pokes it high.
That is less than ideal.
I'm just worried if I'm tight, it's getting pretty close to that yellow.
Bruce Mouat lying 3 and Mark Kennedy leaving that Yellowstone up there.
Okay.
Starting to get quite scary here for Team Jacobs. One thing working in their favor is they have the hammer, but have been chasing this entire end.
Yeah, really comfortable here for Bruce. No danger whatsoever. Again, keeping Jacobs playing difficult shots. No chance to attack with hammer.
Line's good! Line's good! Line's good! Curl! Curl! Whoa. Bite the line, Bob! Bite the line! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa!
16-1.
I don't hate it, Benny.
Mark Kennedy going to come down and take a look now.
Benny's other thought was just freeze back. He doesn't have the intern button.
And these draws are placed so well too, John. There's just not much of a chance to dig these things out.
Kind of eliminated any bump to the button. You could just throw one or something. You could freeze it back.
Yeah, I just... Okay, freeze it back.
I wondered if they would ever change tack and go for this freeze. And looks like they have decided they're going to do so, but obviously, Tyler, this comes with a lot of risk.
I got this side being 2 feet slower.
Yeah, I mean, the forefoot's still pretty open, you know, and the guard is fairly high. So you want to try to score 2 if you can. If you keep running, you're going to run out of opportunities to do so. I like the call here.
Oh, I like the call too. If you're ever heavy, though, you're in some real trouble.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Line.
Breck Gallant trying to get this by the top one.
Really close to that stone.
Yeah, you do not want to rub here.
Oh, just gets by. Great sweep.
Really good sweep from Breck Gallant. That's a pretty good spot for that one from Mark Kennedy.
Try and pick it if you want.
Jacobs lying 1 for the first time this end.
Good mark. Try and pick it. Pick it.
Clean pick it or freeze.
Sorry. Great idea.
A little curl
there. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a little curl there, maybe inside, like middle 8. Like once you're
As long as we leave this, it's fine. If we pick it and miss this, it's good.
Gave me the idea that, oh, when you see your draw top 8,
but that's like
it's slower on this side. I mean, I know I'm heavy there. I think 15 gets
Yeah. No, it was first, no.
Give me something anyway.
What are you thinking?
Oh, that ran back was close. Sorry.
You almost forced him to play that, though. If he makes it, he's on for 3.
I mean, if we freeze, it's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think here.
Okay.
What are you thinking here?
So I think it's a follow down here for Bruce.
Okay.
Not sure what other options they were discussing.
Same as that.
But this seems like the obvious move here.
Right, the card has got to be. I like that. It's good ice.
For Bruce especially, you can't be wide or heavy here. Would allow Jacobs to potentially get a 2 set up, so This has to be somewhere in front.
Yeah, Bruce will throw this one to the sweeping. You can be fairly sure. As you said, really can't be deep. Short's not terrible. But sure, he's playing just to make. Not worried about that.
Line's good. Line's good now. Line's good. Line's good. Get the weight right. Line's good. Low Aaron. Low Aaron. Curl if you're heavy.
Just needs to finish a little on line.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Slight tap, but not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad Jacobs can certainly get inside of that.
Because then both of ours are gone, right? Gotta bump that, don't we? Think so? Yeah, we gotta bump it somehow.
Guys, does the nose bump play pretty good though?
The nose bump plays pretty good.
I think this, if you bump, he might just have the double.
He might.
If you nose bump, but you're gonna sit third here.
I like the nose bump.
Somewhere in there.
Nose bump with.
Okay, little lows, okay.
Back 8.
Back 8, Brad. In here.
Back 8.
Back 8, yeah.
Same weight as Mark. Perfect. Hey, Brett, same weight as Mark.
So you heard him say same weight as Mark. So they want to throw just that kind of back 8, back 12 weight, and they want to tap this Bruce Mouat stone on the nose. They're nervous if they get a little bit inside of it, they might set up some kind of double or run double that gets rid of both yellows. So just want to tap this one right on the nose. Back 8 weight. Colton Lott makes a triple and earns an applause from the Guelph crowd.
Clean! Yeah, I got you. Clean!
Clean!
Close!
Yep! Clean!
Whoa! Whoa! Curl! Clean! Clean!
The line looks really good here.
Clean! Curl!
Straight!
Curl! No, curl! Good shot.
That's pretty much exactly what they wanted. Sits right in front of that red and taps that yellow to dead frozen.
Yeah, unlocks it. Sitting shot rock. It looks like yellow is third, too. It's close.
Yeah, that's key. Looks like third to me for sure, too.
Third?
Even a quarter?
Yeah, looks like a quarter.
I think you can still come to that.
Not sure if you can slash it and just catch a piece of that yellow that's touching the back of the forefoot, but if you get it spinning at all with that shot, at least they'd be sitting 2.
Yeah, that's good.
Also guard, try to give them 1.
Kind of with you, I think it will spin. Worst case, it's only 2.
I think they might be talking about just that too. If they do play that slash through the hole, catch a piece of the yellow, they think it'll spin a little bit.
Yeah, but it's tough because the yellow's obviously going that way. Yeah, this side of it too. This side of it's maybe
Long chat here for Team Mouat.
Mind that.
Yeah, we lose 3. I think so.
I don't mind that top 12. Yeah.
You force him to play that first 2?
Yeah.
That might even stick up. Yep. Top 12?
Yeah.
Think so, Bob. He's not got any of this, does he?
So what did they decide here, Tyler? I'm not even sure.
You're not liking this.
I think they still haven't. I think just throwing the guard like in the top of the house. Taking that line away, trying to force the 1.
That's for 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we're playing this then.
Yeah, you don't usually see Mouat take too long with strategy discussions. Oh, now they're going to pick the yellow clean.
Yeah, they thought Brad might have a shot for 3.
Even if we pick it across the face.
So they feel like they need to play this.
Making him play.
I think there's a shot likely for 2, even if this is made.
Yeah, this is step 1, making the pick. This is Bruce Mouat's first 3rd end. We're all tied up.
Whoa. Help. Help.
See if it touches that yellow.
Oof, just
goes by.
Just. You could hear the crowd at the Sleeman Center go, ooh, ooh, a collective ooh.
Yeah, they were really hoping it would clip that yellow that's biting back 4. But just skates by, so this is a tap for 2, we believe.
Yeah, tough to tell from the overhead, but certainly does look like yellow's got quite a bit more of the forefoot. I think I even heard Bruce say that Team Jacobs was 3rd, so yeah, you just have to get by this top red in the forefoot. Don't need to move this too far, just about 2 feet, 1.5 feet. Brad Jacobs. Final stone, looking to put 2 points back on the board.
They only need to move it about 1.5 feet. Pretty similar to what Brad just threw.
Ben Hebert trying to bring this one over.
Should be just fine.
Oh, did they overcook it?
No, it's just fine.
Perfect.
It's fine.
Really well done from Brad Jacobs. Excellent touch, and they don't even look at it. It is indeed 2 for Brad Jacobs, so they will take a 4-2 lead into the 4th.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp. Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Always mark. Always mark.
Well, force efficiency be damned, Tyler, as this has been 2-2-2 so far through the first 3 ends. Brad Jacobs with 2 of those 2s, and they lead 4-2.
Yeah, some really nice draws there from Team Jacobs. Switching gears from playing the run backs, end up making 3 very good draws on their final 3 shots. Brad Jacobs pulls off the tap for 2 on his last. See if Bruce can answer once again.
And a reminder for fans that immediately following tonight's draw, it is the Grand Slam of Karaoke happening at the Delta Conference Center, just about 7 minutes down the road from the Sleeman Center here in Guelph. If you're anywhere in the area and you want to come check it out, it's $10 at the door or $5 if you have a ticket to the WFG Masters sometime this week. Doesn't have to be today. You can show up with a ticket and it'll be $5. Or if you're in the building right now, you can head on over to the Rock Shop and grab a ticket so that you don't have to wait in line when you get to the venue. There's also shuttle buses running from the venue here at the Sleeman Center to the Delta if you want to check out the Grand Slam of Karaoke. And for those of you who can't be here in Guelph, for the first time ever, the GSOK is going to be live streamed. The Grand Slam of Curling, YouTube, TikTok, it'll be there. So check it out. Bunch of great performances planned tonight. $2,500 on the line for the winner, Rachel Homan, defending the belt. It's going to be a great night, so hopefully we'll see you there. It all gets started around 10 p.m. Eastern time, right after the late draw.
Clean. Top tee now, top tee. Clean.
And looks like a little bit of a mirror here, Tyler, as it's the center, the rocks in the center for Team Jacobs and the rocks around the corner for Team Mouat.
Yeah, we're really at the point now with how Hebert and Junior are playing that I don't know why we're wasting time throwing the stones. Let's just go place them where you want them and move on to seconds rocks. Man and Hammy both on their games right now.
Wait, good. Hard. Hard.
Coming around the outside to try to pick this stone. Really good shot. Such a guess there in the outside ice too on how much that's going to curl and what the speed will be. Great shot from Gallant.
Just in China's.
Shot. Good shot. Those are straighter. That side of sheet straighter as you get like around the 8-4 line. Not so much out there. Little fresh.
That was all in.
Did you get this one?
Line's good.
Round.
Straight then. Straight.
Sounds like it's a little heavy here from Bobby Lammy, so they're maybe changing the call to go around. And they do get by, but this is quite heavy from Bobby. The call here was a freeze, and he's all the way into the back 12.
It came out the other side, too, a little bit. So Jacobs is going to chase.
Like a 13.
With a 2-point lead, I don't mind this call.
Oh, I like this from Brad. You just keep Bruce chasing. Don't let him get any counters in.
Get that 13, we can manage it for you.
Clean.
No.
Wait's close.
Back line.
Clean.
Wait's good.
Clean. Well.
Double peel.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
This is just through, so the sweeping is going to have to be there. Do they get by? Yes, they do. Do they have enough to move it out? Yes, they do. Great sweep and great touch from Brett Gallant.
How you play this?
Thought Bruce might look at freezing on that back one now, too. But wants to move the guard now.
Rachel Holman just made a fantastic shot, a hack waiter through a port for 3. She was down 3, so has tied that game against Eunjung Kim up 4-4. They're heading into the 4th end break.
Lead. Lead. Whoa. Whoa.
Looking for the double run back. They won't find it, and unfortunately hits that yellow catcher too.
Yeah, I don't think they mind that too much. Yeah. Like, that could still be a jam stone for them if they use the corner guard. So you saw the reaction too. Junior put his hand up right away. Like they were kind of happy that that stuck around over there.
Yeah, fair.
Does make the blank more unlikely, but it's a good setup right now for Mouat where things stand. That guard is not a real dangerous one, and it's tight enough they can use it.
Yeah, that's indeed what they're going to do here. Mark Kennedy's first. Drawing around that quasi-center guard.
Can't deal with it.
Play the weight. A little bit of room. Stay close. Bend. Curl distance if you can. 14-9. Go ahead. Hopefully distance. Hard bend. Distance. Hard bend. Top of key. Go.
Trying to get this buried. I don't think it'll be fully buried, but
most of that's still open.
Yeah, it will be Team Jacobs line 3 here. Yeah, good look at it there. It's almost completely open for Grant Hardy.
Now that stone is a stopper for them too if they do play weight.
Yeah, good lie short here.
The path is, yeah.
Then they just cap us.
Yeah, it's the top that doesn't get used to it. I kind of feel that speed everywhere on the trip, though. Just that. It looks right out of the hand. It looks like it might be all the way there.
Freeze on the hit and roll.
Okay.
So that, I think
I like it with a little less boost than I gave you last.
Back 8. What?
Yeah, if I hit and roll wide, Bruce rolls to that drop.
That was a force.
Can I see that, Bruce?
My first.
Are you trying to roll Barry?
Yeah,
Even roll really wide, he knows he's in your round.
Yeah.
Okay. Control.
Okay.
So just a hit and roll here for Grant Hardy. Trying to dig out that yellow and roll towards that corner guard.
You can play it with a little bit of weight with how tight this broom is. They want to play a weight that if they hit it a little bit too thin, it goes all the way to that stopper.
Straight! Straight! Whoa. Straight!
Whoa, whoa.
I don't know if that poked out the other side or not. Really good shot regardless.
Yes, it did. Just kind of got caught in between, not fully buried around that corner and not over towards that catcher.
Yeah, this is pretty much the exact same shot that Gallant made earlier in the end.
Yeah, and this will be even easier for Mark from the left-hander's hack. You can probably see about 25% more of the stone from the hack than the right-hander would.
Probably still looks minimum, but just a sliver more. I think we can just a little more. I agree with you completely. Okay, guys, get the weight right here.
Chase on here for Mark Kennedy.
Easy, guys.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Go ahead, Ben, all the way.
Go, Ben, go.
Ben Hebert trying to bring this over. You'd love to keep this yellow around. And indeed they do. So
that shot looked easy.
Really easy, yeah. Mark Kennedy, I think 100% through 4 ends.
I know, I tried to.
Oh, actually, no, he missed that one run back, drove it by everything. So just a casual 95%, unfortunately.
Somewhere in that range,
yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent work if you can get it. So Bruce Mouat going to ignore the 3 shot stones and once again going to ask Grant Hardy to come around this quasi-center guard here.
Easy go. Plunger.
Line's good.
That's okay.
Line's good.
Needs to curl.
Curl.
Needs to curl.
Curl.
Curve.
Back 4, Bruce. Really gonna go back 4.
Get this to turn over to Barry.
Yeah, kind of the same thing that the last one did. Just doesn't quite have that finish in that spot.
Yeah, both teams struggling to bury on that line, just expecting it to turn harder. The weight was really good.
Yeah, weight was perfect.
Just doesn't finish.
And it really didn't miss the guard by much either, Tyler.
No, there might be some kind of ridge there where it's trying to climb it. It just doesn't finish.
So the chase will be on again for Brad Jacobs this time. Will once again try to roll away from the center guard. Couldn't see it on the camera, but Mark Kennedy gesturing. They just want to roll to the other side of the forefoot. Probably want to force Bruce into hitting rather than getting another chance at drawing around that guard.
Clean! Clean, yep! Yep! Hard Brett!
Should hold on this line based on what we've seen.
Hard Brett!
Yeah, Brett Gallant leaning on this one.
Curl! Curl! Easy!
Does a nice job holding it there. You don't want to roll too far, and that's pretty much exactly as they called it.
Nicely done there by Brad.
Very good. Perfect roll, man.
I almost wonder if the hit and roll is easier for Bruce to get underneath it. Seems like that draw isn't there, so.
Good, you made his roll harder. I thought if he stayed on center, his roll looked easy.
Yeah, I just worried that if we live shot, then he comes in off it. It's like half stone.
Another one of these delicate hit and roll shots that we've seen made so many times by Team Mouat. Bruce needs to come up with one now if they have any hope of getting a 2.
First skip stone here in the 4th end for Bruce Mouat. Looking for a hit and roll.
Clean. Clean. Curl. 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 Clean. Curl. Oh, no.
Who actually overcooked it just a touch.
Yeah, just a hair overall. I think it's pretty good. The chase is tough because the jam is there.
Yeah, we can nose that.
Chase it on the outside, but Brad thinks they can get to nose, so it must be pretty open.
It's
yeah.
almost
right there.
Completely open. From the hack, you can't see all of it, but plenty of room to not jam.
Let me see.
Get pretty close to the guard. Speed, probably hack.
Try to get to the nose.
That'd be a real shame for Brad Jacobs. They've been in control this entire end. There is some risk here. You have to make sure you get as close to the nose as you can to avoid that jam at the back. But if you do, it's going to be a tough draw for Bruce.
Yeah, and based on what we're seeing with those draws, or not finishing, could be a little more curl on this line. So if there is an error, I would expect it to be on the tight side.
Last rock for Brad Jacobs. Ben Hebert indicating a little heavy out of the hand.
Yes! Hard!
That might help it,
This
though.
is
This is
turning.
curling.
Clean!
Whoa!
Curl! Curl!
Now Brett Gallant trying to bring this to the nose. Got to miss the back one, and they do. Really good shot from Brad Jacobs.
Yeah, that little extra weight may have saved that one, John. I don't know that it would have wrecked if he threw that pure hack, I think, that they're looking for, but it's a shot maker's shot. Brad's made a bunch of them today.
Yeah, he's absolutely on his game here tonight. So far, out-curling Bruce Mouat, which you don't say that sentence too often. And this is a bit of a pressure cooker draw here for Bruce. Only needs to hit full 8-foot to cut down those other 3, but it is still a draw against 4. Needs about half of the 4-foot to make it.
First one, 11-9.
Final stone of the first half of the game belongs to Bruce Mouat.
Had to kill it a wee bit.
Just a heavy clean from Lammy.
Line will be fine.
Sweepers like it. They're not wrong very often.
Yeah, Bobby and Hammy starting to lean on it now. This looks pretty good. And indeed, they will just guide it into the 4-foot. So it will be a score of 1 for Team Mouat, but Brad Jacobs will take both a 1-point lead and the hammer into the 4th end break.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mice, eat locally, enjoy casual.
Peace of mind, confidence, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial education. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to make choices that fit their goals. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
There's a place where the world's best curling not only lives, it rocks. Download the new Grand Slam of Curling app and live stream all the action. Get exclusive content, stats, merch, and more. Let's rock.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp. Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
it's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back inside the Sleeman Center here in Guelph, Ontario, home of the WFG Masters. It is men's semi-final action. Team Brad Jacobs against Team Bruce Mouat. John Cullen alongside Tyler George with you here this evening on the Home Team Network. And Tyler George, Brad Jacobs leading by 1, has the hammer. Fair to say that first half was pretty much the dream start for them as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, they were able to dictate the action enough in the first half to maintain this lead now going into the 5th. And some really nice shot making in that 4th end to prevent Mouat from being able to set up another 2. So yeah, they got to feel good about where they're at. They're controlling those soft weight shots extremely well, not having to play a ton of high difficulty shots. These aren't easy ones they're making with these hack waders going around the guards, but you know, no more of the double runs, things like that. They're positioning themselves really well. If you can get Mouat chasing, you're doing something right.
19.
Yeah, no question about it. Does seem like they came to play here tonight looking for revenge for their final loss at the Coyote National. And as you know, with this Bruce Mouat team, it just can take one miss, one bad end, and they can pounce. So they'll definitely want to be as sharp as they were in the first half, but looking good, up 1 with the hammer. And Ben Hebert going to come around. Bruce Mouat already going to the double center guards here, so perhaps recognizing that they need to get a little bit more aggressive without the hammer here.
Good. Good throws, Ben.
Good judge, Brad.
Another good pair there from Hebert. I don't know that he's missed a whole lot this game either. Managing that set they don't like very well.
Yeah, him and Hammy have been outstanding so far.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
And that's really what you need out of leads at this level. It's, you know, I saw over the course of my career, you know, if a lead was 85 to 90, there was a time where that was very good. Then it was sort of low 90s, and now if your lead is not kind of in the mid 90s, you have a bit of a problem. And so, yeah, it's two great leads going at it here tonight, that's for sure.
Okay, good shot there too from Bobby.
Just the one.
Proving their position, now just playing the straight field here.
Yeah, so right now the Grand Slam of Curling stats have Ben and Hammy both at 94%. And really the key difference here is between Bruce and Brad. Brad curling 94% through the first half of the game, Bruce at 84. And of course, 84 for a skip is great, but when your opponent is playing 94, that's pretty much what's showing up on the scoreboard here with that 1 point lead and hammer advantage.
Yeah, me too. See another one of those coming, I think.
Yeah, the difference in these games, John, is just so slight.
Go, Rip!
both teams playing at a high level.
Really got to curl.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Now we might have the run back high.
So as this guard comes to rest, we'll update you on the other scores from the other games here tonight during the semifinals. We have the women's semifinals happening at the same time. Rachel Homan and Unjung Kim still knotted up at 4, looking like that's going to be a force. Unjung Kim is just getting ready to throw an open hit against 2 Homan counters right now. For Ross White, it was a huge 3-ball in the 4th end. So Ross White leads Matt Dunstone 4-3. Dunstone has the hammer. They're playing 5 as the peel made by Brett Gallant. And in the all-Swedish battle between Anna Hasselborg and Isabella Vrano, it is Anna Hasselborg leading 2-1. Vrano has the hammer. They are playing 5. So now we are going to see Bruce chase this situation in the house rather than throw another guard. Asking Grant to throw the double run back here.
Yeah, I thought they might.
Or sorry, not the run back. They're just
bumping this
one in. Sorry,
my clear. I think.
Yeah, my apologies.
I thought they'd wait one more before they did this, but they might be concerned that if they throw another guard, that Jacobs guards as well, they won't have any way in. That'll leave the double back for Kennedy.
That was not the way they wanted to leave that one, as you could tell by their reaction when they came to rest.
What turn do you like? You like your out? So with your out, you can thick quarter. You can hit a thick quarter.
We can go in then.
I don't care.
Okay, let's make the out turn.
Yeah, right here. It's just a little thinner with the out.
It's thin to me, eh?
So you're trying to get a quarter? Yeah, like a thick quarter. You're fine with a third. You'll spin up a bit.
All right, just make it up.
That's what those outfits are for. Okay. So we got a small group of fans wearing banana outfits.
Yeah.
Thought they were just being goofy, but they have a sign with them as well that says peel.
I wonder why. What's the connection to bananas there? Double made for Mark Kennedy. Sleeman Center crowd loves that one. Jacobs lies too.
Yeah, that's just an automatic shot for Mark. Perfectly positioned again now too. There's our banana friends on the screen. What else to call them?
Yeah, no, I like it. Are they in pajamas though? No, that's the real question.
They could be.
Did you guys ever have that in America? Bananas in pajamas? It was a UK show, but I
do remember that.
Okay,
yeah.
we get it as a Commonwealth country, but I didn't know if you and your independence down there maybe didn't get the bananas in pajamas.
I don't remember watching it, but I know it existed.
Oh, it was definitely way after our time. I just remember the theme song.
Yep.
Bananas in pajamas
I do
are
remember
coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs. There you go. We got the Banana Boys right there. They love a good peel. And we were talking about this on the last draw, myself and Langer. This is very normal for European crowds to dress up in costumes. You see it a lot in rugby sevens and in darts, and I say, why not in curling?
Yeah, the more of that stuff we get, the better. The more outlandish, the better too, I think.
Yeah, I agree. There's also a nice little Swedish contingent here. They must be loving this game between Isabella and Anna. They've got a giant Swedish flag. I believe I saw a Borja Salming jersey, which, as a Leafs fan, I do love that. So I guess if you're Brad Jacobs here, you are completely fine getting the hammer in 6. Looks like that's what they're kind of chasing here.
A delicate shot here for Kennedy trying to soft weight, hit the guard and roll onto the paint. See if Mark can get it on.
Really needs to spin here. Will it get that last little spin?
Oh, it tried.
Oh, I think it's out. Oh, I don't know. That is really close.
Boy, that's such a good shot for Kennedy. Because you had to have enough weight to clear the red, which only went out by a couple feet. And then hit the right spot. That
Maybe try and make the roll with your last.
is enough of it to get it through and almost, maybe, spin out of the paint.
This means that the stone's going to be up here by the time I'm playing it.
Yeah, really precise touch. A great sweep from Brett Gallant.
Probably doing that anyway.
Yeah. We're playing it in.
Try and go this way.
We got to try to get over there.
Okay. Try and get way back here.
Yeah, you can just half out. Make him chase it.
Okay. Senior 10-5.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when you look at the half line,
yeah, I think so.
So Mouat must believe that that rock is off for sure. So I think they'd play that double if they thought there was a chance it was on.
Yeah, I probably agree with you. I mean, it's really close. Well, it's one of those situations too where when you get to Brad's, it's an interesting choice because if you think it might be on, then you'd probably have to play the open hit for 2. But if you think it might not be on, then you play for the blank. And if you don't get it, instead they're going to roll behind. This won't make it all the way though. And that was an O from the crowd because Isabella Vrano had a very flat double for 2 against Anna Hasselborg. It was there, but she put it right through the goalposts. And so Anna Hasselborg will steal 2. They now lead that one 4-1. And that was too bad because Isabella was chasing all end and had a really good chance. Sorry, was looking great all end. Had just a bunch of counters sort of hanging around and just couldn't come up with the last shot when she needed it. Anna Hasselborg, of course, was in the finals in St. John's looking for her second straight finals appearance. Back to our feature game, Brad Jacobs' first stone.
Straight then! Straight! Straight!
Trying to get a little roll underneath here.
Clean! Curl a bit! You're good, you're good. Roll
I guess they changed their minds about that. The initial call from the signal with the broom was to roll out wide, but instead just rolling the back 8.
11-8. Good judge.
It really feels like we're doing this remotely, doesn't it? With this couch here. This is something.
I like the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we are on the curling couch, but this is not a curling couch broadcast. We're just very relaxed while we're doing
You probably noticed that from the general tone. Some more good shirts.
That's good.
8-5. Just keep the weight up so it's flat. Control. Normal. Thinking normal.
So I think they are just going to try the roll again here, and then it'll be up to Brad Jacobs to decide whether or not they think that rock is in. Kind of seems to me, Tyler, with the way both teams are acting, I don't think either one of them know if it's in or not.
Yep. Whoa.
I still maintain that I think Bruce would have played that double if he even had a question on it. They'll probably spin the sticks on it just to do it, but... And Brad putting down the broom for the peel immediately too, so playing for the blank. This one should make our banana friends happy too.
Mark's trying to see if the rings are on here. Taking a look at the back. I would imagine Bruce Mouat will be happy to put a stick on it if Brad Jacobs peels the stone out.
Yeah, I don't think that's dirty pool at all. I think you
definitely
should.
Not. Definitely. It's well within the bounds of the game here.
Good. Clean.
We did have a whiff of the week earlier this year with Carrie Anerson doing this exact thing, but nosing the blank and then finding out it was actually in and scoring 2. So we won't have that situation happen here, but Grant Hardy is off to grab the biter stick.
Yeah, we're going to stick with the player's read and say it's off.
So that is indeed off, and it will be a blank. Team Jacobs will keep the hammer into 6.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mice. Eat locally, enjoy casual.
Well, we know that Brad Jacobs will not be able to blank this end. A blank this end would mean a flip of the hammer to Bruce Mouat. Though I will say, Tyler, we haven't seen that affect the strategy for these teams too much. And again, we're seeing it here with Bruce. I think, you know, the logic earlier in the week from teams who did seem to be thinking about this blank rule was to put this rock in the house. But Bruce putting the guard up, and I think they're just going to treat this like a normal 6th end, try to force Jacobs to 1.
Yeah, you don't really have much choice if you're Bruce here. You know, you'd like to use the rule against your opponent when you can, but down by a point without hammer, you have to still stay aggressive and try to get your steal here.
Curl. Curl, Mark.
Yeah.
Go ahead if you can.
And once again, center guard up for Hemi McMillan and corner guard up for Ben Hebert. And we are going to see the double center again here called from Team Mouat.
We got Ireland watching tonight here too, John. Our good friend Owen McCrossan. All the way out.
It must be pretty early in the morning in Ireland.
Well, it's pretty late at night, I would say.
Oh, fair. I think they're, what, 5 hours ahead of us here, so 1:37 a.m. Thanks for joining us.
Just me and you telling bedtime stories, John. That's what we do.
I have had people tell me that they fall asleep to any one of the number of podcasts I have, and I feel sorry for them. I can't imagine that's good for the brain.
Sounds good.
Little fresh. 14. 14.
As good as your rested in
Get a whole lot more.
Are we seeing a double corner and a double center here, Tyler?
Sweet's good.
Sweep it for here.
Yep, ultra aggressive end.
Looks like they're coming in. They're coming around it this way.
Yeah, this probably around the outside of the guard. We've seen a few times.
Mark Muscadovitz. This is the Mark Muscadovitz shot. I wonder if, actually this morning when Chelsea and I called that game, we wondered if Brad Jacobs might see them do this, or other teams might see Muscadovitz do this and think, you know what, that's actually a pretty good way of getting around the corner guard. And
yeah, when you're
I don't know if that was the direct German influence there or not, but hard not to think about how they did just play them.
It's an easier shot to make when it's not snapping really hard, too. You can just kind of lob it out there and let it walk down, but when we see that like big sharp break that we have at slams a lot,
Too much weight.
when you go out in the wings, that can be a difficult shot. It's not easy anyways, but I think the ice conditions really play better for that shot. And again, Hebert makes no mistake and dead perfect.
You got a chase there, guys.
15-1.
Are you ever trying this?
Great shot.
I like it.
Yeah, so they are going to try the chase. You heard Mark and the Hack already talking about it before Brad called it, so I think they definitely both like it. Team Holman definitely the fan favorite inside the Sleeman Center tonight. Anytime you're hearing the crowd erupt, it's probably because Rachel's made a great shot.
Yes. Hard. Whoa, curl, Ben. Curl, Ben.
Trying to roll this under the corner.
Got to get rid of that red, though.
a good shot.
That pushes it to the 12-foot, so they're shot rock. First and third, but both under the corner. That's a really good result.
And those yellows are
stuck.
Those are dead and gone for sure.
So just nibble at 12, even if you just shot that.
So this is a draw around the double centers here for Bobby, I believe.
We're 1 and 3 over there. It's a good shot. Probably gives you freedom to throw the double field.
That's how good that shot was made from Brett Gallant, not even trying to run back or thinking about it, even though they're not shot. So they're just coming around everything here. It's a big shot, though, for Bobby. Got to get this somewhere close.
Short and rush. Curl. Keep it going. Clean.
Just throwing it to top 12 again, essentially another guard.
Yeah, a little light there from Bobby. Jacob still lies one here.
That's perfect.
You like the double peel?
Yes. But it's an intern across. Yeah, out turn across loses our yellows. Okay.
Double run incoming here for Brett Gallant.
Whatever turn you want.
I was thinking you're out.
A big shot here from Brett. Really want to get both these guards moving if you can.
Do not get both guards moving, but they do get the one in the house, so that's a decent consolation prize. The crowd loves it because they saw a lot of rocks move, but I think they would have preferred getting the double on the guards.
Yeah, the guards are high, though, John. It's not real threatening. You know, even the deeper one is mid, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, fight here again.
Trying to come around at top 12, I believe, again. You really can't go any deeper than that because it makes the dig for Jacobs pretty easy.
Line's good.
Over curling.
Over curling. Try really hard.
You don't want to over curl this, and you don't want to be too deep. It's pretty good, I think, from Grant. We'd have to see the long view here.
It's
But
either the double peel or you try to do that. Probably this, Mark.
I don't think you need to risk the chase here. I'd be very scared of leaving these guards up, especially since that Mouat stone is shot.
Looks like 3/4, 2/3.
Just a little left. Yeah, that's
Far away from the position.
Just a slight stagger on these guards, so Kennedy can get both of these going and roll.
Really good from Mark Kennedy. Does just that.
Got a good shot from Mark.
Bruce continues to lie one, and we'll see the guard go back up here for Grant. Rachel Holman with a big 2 points in the sixth end. They now lead Eunjung Kim 6-5, so they've come all the way back from being down 4-1. They've scored 5 of the last 6 points in the game. They lead that one 6-5. Our colleagues Brent Lang and Chelsea Carey have the call on Home Team Network for that game.
Look at the stacked rocks on sheet B. Those freezes.
Clean. Curl.
Very pleasing to look at.
Easy.
All alternating colors too. I like that.
Clean. Whoa, curl, 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 curl.
So the guard up here for Grant Hardy, as asked for by his skip.
Well, that placement is perfect again. Rock completely buried.
Throw your out. Out turn 7/8 high.
I think they're trying to kill this redstone in the 12-foot if they can. Peel's obviously the first call, but you'd love to bring that other Yellowstone into play. The one that's currently sitting fourth shot. It's a big shot here for Mark Kennedy.
Yep.
Hard bend.
Yep.
Hard bend. Hard bend. Hard bend.
Whoa.
Hard. Hard. Come on. Get it.
Oh,
So
almost got all
almost
three.
all three.
What a great shot from Mark Kennedy.
I think we would have seen
close.
a little emotion there if he got it, but
yeah,
just slides by.
Really good try.
Great result, though. Takes the center guard out of play and gets #1 counter. So Jacobs is sitting 1, completely buried.
And we're going to see Bruce have to draw around everything, kind of beside that yellow shot stone for Brad Jacobs.
Even if he stuffs it there, then we freeze him.
Yep.
Because he can almost stuff the one that's top. Okay, quite good then.
Now, the good thing for Mouat is the way those guards are staggered. There's a pretty big area you can throw it to bury back here. You're never thinking steal, but you can get a force right out of this game.
Close. Line.
This is that line, John, that we've seen struggle to finish, too.
Okay,
See if this one climbs that little ridge.
Line's perfect. Go.
Should go now.
It's maybe a little heavy here. They would have liked that above the tee line.
Okay, this is fine.
Certainly shot.
Yeah, they're just throwing it to wherever Barry's basically on that line, and now Brad's going to have to follow. It's a good shot there.
Last time got us, yeah, right here. That's what we're thinking right there.
Yeah, just above the tee, yeah.
So you heard Brad say this isn't a freeze shot. They'd like to be just maybe a rock above the tee line. Maybe set up a shot with his last one to chop it into that red stone.
14-6, 14-7.
You don't need to be all the way down to it on this shot either. You can be tee or top side of tee, as long as it's on the right line.
Line's very good. Line's very good.
Just play the way.
Just clean.
Line is good.
Just clean. It doesn't have to curl ever.
Doesn't have to
Hard
curl.
line.
Play the way. Curl it
Come on,
on,
Brett.
Brett.
Hard line.
Come on, Brett.
Hard line.
You gotta stay shot.
Yeah, gotta get there for shot.
That
I
should be
think that
fine.
does it, yeah. Good shot there from Brad Jacobs.
Good sweep, fellas. Curled quite a lot.
And this is going to be a really precise draw now for Bruce.
Sit here.
Might be better, yeah, to come back to your own as opposed to trying to freeze on the rock in the top of the 8-foot.
If we're on here, he doesn't have in for 2 or 3, does he? Does that go down?
Maybe for 3.
Okay, I don't mind trying this.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think you're sticking to your freeze call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freeze, honey?
Too much, I think.
They are going back to
Stay under here.
freezing on the Yellowstone.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I think even if you are dead frozen, I don't think you've hit that thin enough to get this coming here.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Well, this is very delicate here for Bruce Mouat. Needs to make what we'd call a postage stamp draw here. Needs to be very precise. You have to be shot, and you can't be in a spot where Brad Jacobs can get to it and remove it for 2. Last rock for Bruce here in 6.
Way on, mate.
No room.
Line's good. Love Aaron again.
That can't bounce at all on this line. Needs to
Way on,
just
mate.
nestle
Line's
up
ready.
to this stone. It has to stay
Too
at
much,
least
too much,
3/4
Rick.
high, probably, to be shot.
Got a curl, Bob. Line's good, mate. Line's perfect. Line's perfect.
This is slowing down here. And they just lost it.
Yeah, just hit the brakes and
Gotta be
have a draw for 2 for Jacobs.
Yeah, not too sure what happened there. It didn't seem like the sweepers were too concerned about the weight. Maybe they just didn't have the line, or I'm not sure, but they didn't really seem all that concerned about it. And all of a sudden, it just took a sharp turn. The brakes went on, and this is as good of a situation as you'd like for Brad Jacobs. You're just drawing to a little better than full 8 foot, and you'll have a 3-point lead for the back-to-back-to-back slam champs. Final stone, Brad Jacobs.
Just needing a little better than full 8. Three-point lead with 2 to play would be commanding, but this thing is gliding right now.
Yeah, nothing at all from Ben and Brett.
Good judge, guys.
Starting to
Does
stop,
it stop? Yes, it gets into that slide path, and it will come to rest. So another 2 on the board for Brad Jacobs. That's all they've scored so far. That adds up to 6 points. They lead 6-3.
Peace of mind, confidence, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial education. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to make choices that fit their goals. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Well, Tyler, the Jacobs train just keeps on rolling here. Another 2 in the all-important 6th end, and now they lead by 3, 6-3 over Bruce Mouat.
1475.
Bruce's hopes of a 4th straight slam are getting very slim now. Jacobs with this 3-point lead and 2 ends to play, so
He's tight. We never push this in the ring.
Bruce needs to get at least a 2,
If he's tight enough.
give themselves any sort of hope in the 8th end. For mid guard, so very likely they're going to go opposite side corners, although this one going as tight as it is, maybe that'll change their plan.
Throw like high 11s, 12.
Yeah, we did
This
see
is chipped in, then
Yeah.
even more so.
I was going to say, we did see Brad Jacobs utilize the strategy against Mark Muskatovitz earlier today. It worked out well for them then, and this is a pretty easy chip here, Tyler, with it being so close to the house. You don't even have to hit too much of it.
Well, Ben's made pretty much everything else this game, so wouldn't be too surprised if this one's good too.
He missed one of these against Muskatovitz, but made the other one.
There
This one he will make pretty much perfectly. Great shot from Ben Hebert.
That really good stuff there from Ben.
I love that he got right in it, and I was the same when I never ever followed my rocks on draws. I let the sweepers and the skip deal with that, but when I was throwing a tick, I was right there in it too. There was just something about the tick shot, something Leeds pride themselves on, and
that's your hero time, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Especially because they took the other ticks away from you.
I know. Well, thankfully I retired before that happened.
Gotta go.
I never had to deal with the pain of not being able to tick a center line rock.
Sheriff's in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh yeah, Matt Dunstone shooting for his life here. Ross White line 3.
Angle run.
Yeah, if he makes it, this would be the shot of the year.
Well, maybe the week.
You know, if he gets all 3 yellows, it'd be the shot of the year. somewhat close, but still gave up a steal of 2. So
looks like 2.
Yeah. Matt Dunstone finding himself in a similar situation, down 6-3 to Ross White.
Really good shot here again from Gallant. Digs that stone out.
Yeah, really nice touch, and Jacobs just full value for their lead right now. We've seen Bruce Mouat do this to so many teams throughout the season. Went on an 18-game winning streak here at the Slams this year, 3 titles. This is usually how the scoreboard looks, but flipped in their favor, and it's just been all Brad Jacobs all the time here. They've been so solid, not missing the easy shots, making the few hard ones they've had to make, and they've been in control for most of this game here and continue to be so in the 7th end, haven't let up at all.
Yeah, they really haven't flinched. I mean, the simple shots, as you said, they've made pretty much everything on those. And they haven't had to play a lot of high difficulty up weight shots. It's been a lot of touch shots with hack waiters, board waiters, and digging stones out, and they've just made more of them than Bruce has.
So nice freeze there made for Bobby Lammy, but Brett Gallant could get rid of all the rocks in the forefoot if he hits this correctly. No, they'll just go for the straight peel here. They are shot, so certainly don't mind that.
That's hard that for one yet. That's the rock that was going to be the dude.
Halfway tight.
Just replacing the guard now for
Pretty tight.
Bobby Lammy.
Line's good, Dan.
We're shot. I think we're shot right now. So eventually there's a play coming there. Maybe.
Curl.
That's, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 straight peels. Yeah, good shot, right?
And we'll see another peel here from Mark Kennedy. Once again, in just about an hour from now, it will be the 4th edition of the Grand Slam of Karaoke, taking place at the Delta Conference Center, just up the street here from the Sleeman Center. If you are here with us in Guelph, you can take a free shuttle from the Sleeman Center. And we got the Peel boys chanting for the Peel from Mark Kennedy, and he acknowledges them up in the crowd. But yeah, if you're anywhere in the Guelph area, $10 if you don't have a ticket for the WFG Masters, $5 if you do. And if you're at home somewhere nowhere near Guelph for the first time ever, the GSOK will be live streamed on the Grand Slam of Curling TikTok and YouTube pages. So make sure to join us for that. It figures to be a great night here in Guelph, capped off with the Grand Slam of Karaoke.
We'll see you ever get this going over the top, but I don't think so.
And we'll see another peel here from Mark.
No problem there again for Mark. Another peel for the Banana Boys. And the broom in the air from Mark again. That's good stuff.
Yeah. And Jacob's throwing yellow stones, so I'd imagine the Banana Boys like that too. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Maybe get next time. Although you'd have to be chanting a lot throughout a game, but maybe you wear like fast food themed costumes for takeout.
Sure.
Line's fine.
Just a group of hamburglers yelling, "Take out, take out." I guess if you're Brad Jacobs here, really, Tyler, you're fine giving up 2 if that's what it comes down to. You'd have the hammer and a 1-point lead coming home.
It's like the outturn.
Yeah, as long as you
Or the intern deal, I really
don't give 3 or any opportunity for it, you're happy. So the safe, smart shot. Brad Jacobs. They're perfectly content to give 2 and take hammer coming home up 1.
Peel guys.
Brad Jacobs gets to enjoy the peel chance.
I didn't see if he saluted them too.
He smiled. I didn't see a salute, but
yeah, what an end for the Banana Boys.
The Banana Boys are having the time of their life over there. I don't know if that's a banana in their pocket or if they're just happy to see me, but I think it's
waiting
both.
For
maybe.
That one. Yeah.
Rachel Holman just getting rid of 2 of 3 Unjung Kim counters. But Kim will have a wide open draw for 2 to the 8-foot to take a 1-point lead into the 8th in their game. But that's what the crowd was enjoying. It was a tough shot for Rachel.
Your normal peel weight is enough.
Just for weight.
Yeah, this is Bruce's only chance at a 3 is to make this. He's just throwing the guard, apparently. Well, maybe they try to lock it on. I mean, odds that Brad's going to miss are slim, but you're going to have to score those points somewhere.
Keep going, keep going.
Would Brad not just throw a guard here? I mean, he is shot.
Anything he's got is hard for 2.
Yeah, it's no reason not to.
Yeah, he's only a shot for 2. Like, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
it's almost like Bruce didn't consider that, maybe, because, you know, if Brad Jacobs just throws a guard here, it's not easy for Bruce to score 2.
It's not easy for him to score 3.
Yo, that's what I mean. Like, because for Brad, there's no risk in throwing the guard here. The most Bruce is ever scoring is 2. I almost wonder if this is just a little miscalculation from Bruce here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, you know, when he was sliding out, I was just under the assumption he was coming in.
Yeah. Yes, he probably has not been down 3 too often in a game. Maybe it's just done something to his brain. But yeah, it's a bit of an interesting strategy call for sure, because like I say, no risk here for Brad Jacobs at all. Even if you threw this one into the boards, the most that Bruce could score is 2. So you might as well throw the guard on here, and Bruce might not have anything for, like you said, Tyler, even 1. So really interesting call from Bruce Mouat there.
Line's good.
Line's good.
And the in-off on the winger doesn't really play to a good angle at all.
Line's pretty good, guys. Okay, has to curl a little.
Just trying to get this to top 12 underneath the red guard.
No curl. No. No.
Yeah, that'll do it. Really good spot.
Yeah, I don't think Bruce has a shot for 2 here unless he plays the in-off, but like you said, the angle's not great for that. Yeah, I don't know. It just really feels like a miscalculation from Bruce there.
Well, he's probably got to play the in-off, but
you have to score 2 here.
It's really difficult to get to the spot you need it on your own red and not have it kick up off the stone.
You know what I'm thinking? Bruce is feeling like they're probably going to lose anyway. I want to try to get shot of the weekend. Give me an extra K.
Well, this probably would be it.
Right?
Probably not peeled.
I mean, this is so tough. He's got to get by his own top red and shade the yellow out the back while still sticking the shooter, or trying to come over the top. I don't know. That feels really hard. I think the only way you can get it is coming around the back of it. They're showing the stats on Sportsnet right now. Brad Jacobs 96% through 7 ends. Bruce Mouat 79. So that really tells you all you need to know. So Bruce Mouat attempting a very difficult in-off, and if he doesn't make it, the game may be over here.
Whoa, curl.
It's close. It is close. Will it stick around for the second point? Will it stick around for the second point?
Jeez,
yes, it does. What a shot from Bruce Mouat. Oh my goodness. They're taking a look here. I mean, from our overhead, it does look like 2. Oh my goodness. Why take the easy way out when you can make it hard?
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly looks red, and they're going to concede it.
It is 2. What a shot from Bruce Mouat. Just making us sound stupid up here, and that's fine by me. Don't go anywhere. We've got the 8th end coming up.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp. Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
We weren't even sure if that shot was possible. We weren't really sure about the Bruce Mouat's overall strategy, but in the end, it all works out. They put 2 on the board after a phenomenal in-off from Bruce. But Brad Jacobs still in control here, up 1 with the hammer, playing 8. WFG Masters semifinal. A berth in the final awaits the winner here tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow at noon, I should say.
Play the weight. Line's good. Weight's good. Clean. Full forward. Play the weight. Line's good. Play the weight. 15. Play the weight. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Hard breath. Good. Good.
And Ben again, just another great shot right to the full 4.
Top it. Don't mind this then. Don't mind the freeze, yeah.
That perfect placement once again from Hebert. Right to the top of the 4-foot.
Over in the all-Swedish battle in the women's semifinal, Isabella Vrano just unfortunately missing a run double attempt, so Anna Hasselborg will have an open draw to the 8-foot for 2. That would give her a 3-point lead going into 8. And Eunjung Kim did indeed convert the 2 points in the 7th end against Rachel Homan, so they lead 7-6. They're also in the 8th end. Rachel Homan has the hammer. That game available on Home Team Network. Chelsea Carey, Brent Lang on the call for that one. It's also
14-6.
Perhaps visible on your Full House screen right now. And in the other men's semi, very similar score line to this one. In fact, the exact same, as Matt Dunstone puts 2 points on the board in the 7th end. So Ross White will take a 1-point lead and the hammer into the 8th in that one.
Curl, Brett. Good.
Another good spot from Ben Hebert there.
Yeah, Benny's done his job. No question.
Guarding this.
Straight guard, the center one.
Yeah, center one. You don't leave that double peel. Okay.
Play that if he wants just now. He can hit the heel if he wants.
One good end, eh, boys? One good end from you guys, one good end from us. Make 8. See them all.
Thought there, Hammy. I thought there, easy.
Good shots. Sorry, pal. Good shots.
No room.
Can't go, wait.
Yeah, we can't go. It's pretty damn good.
Just a high guard here for Bobby Lammy.
Hard.
That's going to be a little bit deeper than they would have liked. Brett's going to get a go at this double peel.
Seeing you're out.
I just tried to go.
And it's like 2/3 low. 2/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the weight Brett throws, you could actually make this double peel and roll your shooter completely off, and that would make it very difficult for Bruce Mouat to find his way into this end for a steal.
Curl. Really got to curl. Okay.
Not a great result there.
No, probably the worst result. Looked like Brett maybe just set that a hair when he let it go and didn't come back, so it leaves 2 guards up with a little bit of a stagger. Jacobs is still shot, but yeah, that was not the desired result for Brett. If you knew that was going to happen, you would have preferred a single peel.
That's fine, yeah.
Yep, right. Straight here, bud.
Line straight. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Top 4.
Clean.
So now with those 2 guards up, no need for Team Mouat to throw another one. Bobby Lammy trying to jiggle the pile here a little bit. Sit just angled on top of this yellow. That's pretty darn good. Sets those angles up very nicely for those red Bruce Mouat stones.
I'm just worried that, you know, it could get into here, but... Okay, so... 2/3 again is close. Even thick half.
A good opportunity here with this stagger now to get rid of both, but Bruce not going down without a fight. Good angles in the house.
Yep. Yep. Real hard.
Yeah, trying to make the double peel again. He's got 1 and he's got 2. So nice shot there from Breckeland. Does leave the Yellowstone up, but it's quite high.
Here for now, yeah.
So that will bring a double guard. They're going to call a timeout. It seemed like they were happy with the double guard, but timeout called. Greg Drummond will come out to have a chat. As we've said throughout the week, Michael Goodfellow, the usual coach for Team Mouat, but Greg Drummond is the Olympic head coach for British curling and is with Team Mouat this week.
You're not cutting them, making them draw less than the 4 foot unless we move these.
Greg Drummond's brother Kerr just making it to the Briar out of the Yukon territory with Thomas Scoffin.
I think so, you're right.
We'll see him at the Briar in Kelowna.
Seeing like back 4, same weight almost.
I think if I throw it so straight down there though,
Wow.
Am I getting past it? And
Bobby's was just about there.
Okay, I think so. Yeah, me too.
Even just like back 4 T-lines, okay?
I think so. If I give the boys top 4 and they can make the bump.
So I guess the advice from Greg Drummond was to bring the play into the house here and not throw another guard. You like this call, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I'll try and give you T.
I think I'd wait 1 more still, but... I think Bruce just doesn't want to give Brad more chances at making the double peel. Throw another one off.
Actually give you back 4. Okay.
Still 4 rocks to throw for Jacobs, though, so whatever they do here, Brad's going to have a bunch of opportunities to try to clear things up. So I think I'd wait 1 more at least, but far be it for me to question Bruce right now.
I'll see how it pans out for Team Mouat and Grant Hardy. I think you heard them say they want like T-line weight just to tap this red stone up.
Yeah, they just want the yellow to be on the back of the puck.
So a little more than T-line then. Doesn't look like a ton of weight to me.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it does create a nice line of red stones here. A lot of rubies.
Timeout.
And now we'll see the timeout from Team Jacobs. They're usual coach, Paul Webster, not on the road with them. We did see national team coach Jeff Stoughton with them earlier, but no coach on the bench tonight for Team Jacobs, so it'll just be the 4 of them figuring this out.
Just winning next week.
Leader's really good. I mean, if you get into this one and you hook on this, fucking real good.
That's your best shot.
I mean, guys, it's real tight to the guard, though, right? Well, even if you make this shot, so this is gone, none of these are leaving the ring.
That's okay. No. That's okay.
Then
These angles are just horrendous right now.
well, that's almost why I'm wondering if this is a better shot.
Yeah.
You still got this lined up, but at least if we're here, yeah.
I think you got to change the angle. You could bump the one a bit. You could bump it into the T line instead of the corner.
You gotta get back here, though. You gotta get it past this. Yeah. I like that. Back 8. So you want to get this out of here? Okay. I'm fine with that. Sure.
So I really like to get into that
I think I'm just trying to give you
pocket. To draw, take that space away from Mouat.
Yeah, you heard Brad say they're obviously always going to have that line of reds onto the rock on the button, so they think they need another yellow into the pile just to even up the numbers here in the house of 3 stones each.
I heard back 8, so I think they just want to move that yellow back a little bit.
Here, back 8, back 12 from Brett Gallant, the initial call.
Girl, Brett. Really gotta go.
Brett Gallant trying to bring this one over. This is maybe a little more weight than they were expecting. This is closer to back line. And they will drive it by that yellow stone on the button. Does stick around in the back rings for 6th shot. I don't know how good that result was from Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, and that's great. They can use that stone at least, but I think Bruce is thinking maybe we can get rid of that one right now.
Yeah, you can almost make the double and sit under.
I can almost want to just leave this here as a catcher for this one. I don't think I need to. And that yellow on the button's helping us for a couple more.
Okay. Do you ever want to just try and split these?
I was never getting
okay.
Before I hit
I'm
one
good with moving them both. I don't want to kill one of them. I'd like to keep them both back 4 for just now. Yeah.
Okay. I think if you almost nose this, you're probably only getting.
Well, to do a little harder than I think I need it to be, but
He knows that you probably pick the one in top 4.
Okay. Yeah. It's close. Yeah. Hair low. Back 8, back line. Yep.
Same type of shot that Kennedy just threw. Push that yellow behind the tee line.
That line. So what's the perfect shot? That line then?
So Grant Hardy looking to make things even a little more complicated in the house than they already are.
Lean. Whoa. Yep. Line.
I don't think this is the way Brad Jacobs would have drawn up this end.
Curl. Whoa. Lean. Curl.
Bobby Lammy trying to bring this one over. Will it move that yellow stone off the button? It will.
All right.
That is really good from Grant Hardy. And just like that, Bruce Mouat line 2. No, sorry, 1.
Well, you can get 2 of these going.
Yes, it is.
You're never hitting that.
Yeah, if you told Brad Jacobs that coming into 3rd stones there'd be 7 rocks in the house, I don't think they'd be too pleased.
And trying to make it. Yeah.
And it all started with that missed double peel for Brett Gallant. Just missed it the exact wrong way, and this is the end result
run it
here.
into here and make a double. Do you like that shot or no?
What do you like? It doesn't matter to me.
I think I like the first double. Okay. So.
Brad was talking about running the guard into the pile and trying to get rid of 2 reds.
I don't know. It depends how thick you hit it.
But it seems like they're going to leave the guard up there and just make the double on these 2 red stones here.
Half close.
You might be able to get 3 of them moving. I don't think you can get 3 out.
Yeah, you want to kind of thin the second one here so it pulls back. You might be able to get shot rock contact at least.
Girl, Brett.
Gallant trying to bring this one over, and yes, they will only get 2, but house looks a lot better than it once did. Mouat still lying shot, though. And over on sheet A, you can hear the Sleeman Center start to bubble up a little bit here as Rachel Homan has an open hit for the win to make her 4th straight slam final. Her only blemish on the season, a loss to Carrie Anderson in Charlottetown. Won the Co-op Canadian Open and the Coyote National after that. So you're most likely going to hear the crowd erupt here in about 20 seconds time.
Yeah, Rachel needs contact on an open hit for the win, so pretty good about her chances.
First stone here for Bruce Mouat in our game, trying to draw in a second shot stone just around the one top 4.
Needs to curl a little. Carve, honey. Carve. Carve.
Very good from Bruce Mouat. They lie 2.
Brad's going to chase.
And very predictably, the Sleeman Center goes nuts as Rachel Homan ends up making a hit and roll and tap for 4. So they are 10-6 winners over Eunjung Kim. And we will see them in the women's final tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll be on the call for that one with my boy TG. Look forward to seeing if Rachel Homan can make it 3 on the trot. And back to our feature game for Brad Jacobs. It's a follow. Bruce Mouat lying 2, and Brad's in a little bit of trouble if he can't make this one.
A huge shot here for Brad. He's taking the loss out of play.
Hey, a little bit of room early.
Got room.
Clean. Line's good.
2 red stones that
curl.
Be tapped above the tee line too. Even
Clean.
if this is made.
Clean. Curl. Lock it on.
Curl distance.
Distance.
Curl distance.
Curl a little. Curl a little.
Camera
Curl a little.
shaking as the
Lock it right on there.
other
Lock
one's
it right
moving
on.
again.
That's
Jacobs
really
locks
good from
that
Brad
on.
Jacobs.
That is huge.
Had to have that one. Really good shot from Brad Jacobs.
Yeah, can't place that one better.
My partner Brent Lang is saying it's lights out in Twinkletown for Bruce Mouat. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, we might.
Get it there.
And this is getting exciting on the Full House coverage as Ross White has a draw to the forefoot. He actually needs a piece of the button against Matt Dunstone, facing 2 Dunstone counters. So a missed draw here for Ross White would be the loss. It's all happening at once here, TG. I'm getting jittery. As Anna Hasselborg gets rid of the last Isabella Vrano stone. So that is a final. It will be a rematch of the Coyote National Final. Anna Hasselborg and Rachel Homan will do battle once again. Great result for Isabella Vrano, making the semifinals, but it wasn't quite enough here today against their Swedish counterparts.
Ross's rock on the way. Final stone needs to touch the forefoot to go to an extra end, touch the button to win.
2 inches heavy on the tap.
Yeah, Ross White has had a really good week here this week.
He's all there. Just looks to hit the brakes.
Needs to slow.
Trying to stop now.
Needs to slow.
Right on the lid.
It will.
What a draw from Ross White, right to the button.
It's been a long time since Ross White has been in a slam final, a couple of years now. He lost that slam final to Joel Retornaz. So his second slam final here, Ross White.
You almost need that for us to
have to feel good for those guys. And we'll see which of Team Mouat or Team Jacobs they face in tomorrow's men's final. Ross White, not a guy who smiles a lot, but he is positively beaming down there right now. That's just how much the slam means to these players.
11. Okay, 11's good.
Matt Dunstone saluting the crowd here as Bruce Mouat only has 35 seconds left on the clock. Can't really pause for the crowd. Okay, he is going to pause for the crowd noise now. This is the last game remaining. This is tough for Bruce. You got to make this. People are shuffling around the arena.
Yeah, just throwing probably hack close to there.
Whoa! Carve!
Carving it early.
Whoa! Carve!
Bobby Lammy trying to bring this one over. Is there any way you get there to lie 2? You got 1, and
oh, he is sitting 2.
He is sitting 2, I think. Yep.
It looks like it.
What a shot from Bruce Mouat. And so Brad Jacobs is going to have to draw the lid.
Benny's been throwing there.
Facing 2.
Can't do it better than that if you're Bruce. They gave it everything they had. I mean, don't want this slam streak to come to an end, but Brad Jacobs can end it with 1 draw to the button right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he comes to that back one if he's shot or not. Certainly if he comes to the back one, we're going to an extra. So at least he has that in his back pocket, but certainly would love to end it here. Needs to draw the lid for the win, Brad Jacobs.
You're going to hear a roar from this crowd and probably from Brad and Benny as well if this is made. See if the skipper can do it one more time.
Hush falls over the arena. This is what skips dream of, drawing the lid for the win, 8th end.
Easy.
Final stone.
Line's good.
Skippers like it.
Line's good. Play the way.
Early on, they like it here.
Gotta be T-line.
We need at least half of the button.
Line is good.
We need at least half of the button. They're slowing down now. Now they need the rock to slow down. Will the rock slow down? Will it slow down? Will it slow down? Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
They think it's good enough.
The music is starting. I think that's maybe a little premature. No, it is not. That is handshake. So the draw to the backing was good enough for Brad Jacobs to put an end to Bruce Mouat's streak. But what a streak it was. 3 finals in a row, a semifinal, some of the finest curling we have seen this century, but it was Brad Jacobs who put an end to it here in Guelph, Ontario. It'll be Brad Jacobs against Ross White in the men's final tomorrow at noon. Don't miss GSOK, live streamed tonight on the Home Team Network, the Grand Slam of Curling YouTube and TikTok. For everyone here at the Home Team Network, for Tyler George, I've been John Cullen. Thank you for joining us. Good night.